Good evening. Welcome to Inside Talk Show. Inside Talk Show, it's an inside job. I'm Carla Elizondo. I'm going to change up the routine here of these daily readings to Tuesday and Thursdays. I'm going to do more long form kind of teaching videos, if you will. So this is my last kind of reading video. So stay tuned. But we're going to continue this reading here of James Allen's book, The Path to Prosperity, Chapter 2, The World a Reflex of Mental States. And we left off yesterday, I believe, when it says, as we clothe both events and objects with our own thoughts, so likewise do we clothe the souls of others in the garments of our thoughts. The suspicious believe everybody to be suspicious. The liar feels secure in the thought that he is not so foolish as to believe that there is such a phenomenon as a strictly truthful person. The envious see envy in every soul. The miser thinks everybody is eager to get his money. He who has subordinated conscience in the making of his wealth, so the person who gets his wealth in a bad way, sleeps with a revolver under his pillow, wrapped in the delusion that the world is full of conscienceless people like himself, people who are eager to rob him, and the abandoned sensualist looks upon the saint as the hypocrite. On the other hand, those who dwell in loving thoughts see that in all which calls forth their love and sympathy. The trusting and honest are not troubled by suspicions. The good-natured and charitable, who rejoice at the good fortune of others, scarcely know what envy means. And he who has realized the divine within himself recognizes it in all beings, even in the beasts. I did this post the other day of this story that Bob always used to share. It was about a gentleman who was driving across country looking for somewhere to stay, a new city to dwell in. And as he was driving through state after state, he stopped at a gas station and he went in and he asked the gas attendant, the station attendant, "Excuse me, sir, I'm driving across country and I'm looking to live somewhere new. How are the people in this town? How do you find the people to be? What is their nature?" And the gas station attendant talked to him a little bit, asked him where he was from, and said, "Well, how did you find people where you were from? How were people's temperament where you were from? How did you find people from where you were from?" And the gentleman responded, "Well, I found that people were not very nice, kind of rude." And the gas station attendant responded, "Well, I think you're going to find that people are rude and not very nice here either." Then an hour later, another person is driving across the country looking for somewhere new to stay and stops into the same gas station to ask the attendant, "Excuse me, sir, I'm driving across country and I'm looking for somewhere new to stay. What about this town? How do you find people to be in this town? What's the temperament like?" And the gas station attendant talked to him again, this person, getting to know him, and asked where he was from, and asked the guy, "Well, how about people where you came from? How did you find them? What was their temperament?" And this gentleman answered, "Everybody was really nice and helpful." And so the gas station attendant responded, I think you're going to find that people here are helpful and nice as well." That is a cute little ditty, a cute little story that says no matter where we go, we take us with us. And our thoughts clothe both events and objects with our thoughts. We clothe events with our thoughts. You know people who are conscienceless, who are shady, and they think everybody else is shady. You know people who are just really kind-hearted. They're always smiling and happy, and they experience kind-hearted people. That's basically what he's saying. So it says, men and women are confirmed in their mental outlook because of the fact that by the law of cause and effect, they attract to themselves that which they send forth, and so come into contact with people similar to themselves. If you are upset, if you're bothered by who you're surrounded with, just take a mental note. Ask yourself, why are you surrounding yourself with people like that? Birds of a feather flock together. It's really hard to sometimes see that we can be around at a job. Wow, God, look at these idiots. Look at these fools. I can't wait to get out of here. Well, you there too, honey. You're there too. What does that say about you? If you hang around a group of friends, wow, they're all really, they're going nowhere in life. They have no goals, no hopes, no dreams. What are you doing with your life, right? Are you winning? If you were, you'd probably surround yourself with winners. Birds of a feather flock together. And it's okay. Recognize it and then make the moves necessary. Who are you surrounding yourself with? There's a little poem at the end here. Oh, he says it. The old adage, birds of a feather flock together, has a deeper significance than is generally attached to it. For in the thought world, as in the world of matter, each clings to its kind. Do you wish for kindness? Be kind. Do you ask for truth? Be true. What you give of yourself, you find. Your world is a reflex of you. If you are one of those who are praying for and looking forward to a happier world beyond the grave, you're waiting for heaven, here is a message of gladness for you. You may enter into and realize that happy world now. It fills the whole universe, and it is within you. I think I read somewhere that the kingdom of heaven is within, waiting for you. It's within you, waiting for you to find, acknowledge, and possess. Said one who knew the inner laws of being. When men shall say, lo here or lo there, go not after them. The kingdom of God is within you. The kingdom of God is within you. What you have to do is to believe this. Simply believe it with a mind unshadowed by doubt, and then meditate upon it until you understand it. You will then begin to purify and to build your inner world. And as you proceed, passing from revelation to revelation, from realization to realization, you will discover the utter powerlessness of outward things beside the magic potency of a self-governed soul. If thou wouldst right the world and banish all its evils and its woes, make its wild places bloom and its dear deserts blossom as the rose. Then right thyself. If thou wouldst turn the world from its long, lone captivity and sin, restore all broken hearts, slay grief and let sweet consolation in. Turn thou thyself. If thou wouldst cure the world of its long sickness, end its grief and pain, bring in all healing joy, and give to the afflicted rest again, then cure thyself. If thou wouldst wake the world out of its dream of death and darkened strife, bring it to love and peace, and light and brightness of immortal life, wake thou thyself. Ooh, this is so good. So if you want to right the world and banish all the evils and the woes, right yourself. Make it right within. If you want to turn the world from its long, lonely captivity of sin and restore all the broken hearts and slay all the grief, turn to yourself. If you want to cure the world of its sickness and end the grief and pain and bring all healing and joy, cure yourself. If you want to wake the world out of its dream, wake yourself. Mic drop, James Allen. Mic drop. That's the end of chapter 2. That lasted like a week at least, maybe 2. So that is such a good chapter. It's all about going within, going within, going within. Anytime you want to go without, fix. You think you have to fix the outside world. The only thing you're responsible for is you. And by you doing your own work saves the world. Have a wonderful evening. I'll see you tomorrow.